I've worked with over the years. I am widely known in Utah now as the Oxycodone judge. So I am the municipal judge who 2 years ago was arrested for possession of Oxycodone. 2 years ago today I was planning my husband's funeral, and during that week I was roughly doubling the amount of pills I was buying illegally online. I'm glad I was arrested, because had I not been, I couldn't be there for my kids. I couldn't get better. I am not sure I could have done this on my own without that intervention of the justice system. But when the justice system intervenes, it brings to bear extraordinary pressures on the people involved. And what we could do a better job of is helping people come out, because we don't need to keep making the criminalization last in perpetuity. So those of us who come from my position of being middle class with education are in a much different position. It is much easier for me to navigate probation because I didn't lose my housing, because I have employment opportunities because of my education and my history in this community. But the people who come from, as Ben said, the broken homes, the difficult situations, the patterns of familial abuse, dependency, mental health issues, those family supports and structural and community supports are not there in the way that they need to be able to be given the guidance to help themselves. So when we talk about investing in justice reform and justice reinvestment, could we instead change the dialogue to how do we help the 1 in 60 people on probation re-enter this community? I echo the sentiments of Ben quoting Justice Durham, that if all of those people are coming back out, that means there are people. They are our brothers, our sisters, our sons, our daughters. They are your middle class government representatives. They are the people who have never had that kind of employment. They are everybody. And when we don't support them, they cannot navigate probation with any kind of ease. Probation is extraordinarily difficult for those who have no access to safe housing, no ability to get substance abuse treatment, no ability to get the mental health treatment that would address the trauma that's at the roots of most of us who self-medicate, and they have difficulty in housing. So with all of those other things on their plate, who are we to say, you're bad, you're a felon, you're wrong, you should be more marginalized? Instead, we know, and there are reams of social science data to support this. It isn't just the liberals, it isn't just the Democrats, it isn't just the reformers saying, when we invest in people, we get a better result. This should come to you on a fundamental level. It comes from your heart, it comes from your mind, and we all know that when people are cared for and supported, it gives them a better place from which to build on their own strengths. So as long as we say we're going to give more beds, tougher penalties, longer probation, prison sentences that never end, we're probably not going to see a result that means something to those lives. But if instead we look at it from a perspective of, could we fund corrections in such a way that corrections could do the job of helping people navigate reentry? Could we fund treatment and the availability of treatment? Are we supporting those people who are at their lowest economic state in the community? Then I think we're going to have a better result.